Hello everyone. Today I'd like to tell about my trainings in January 2025. In January I run a lot and swim in swimming pool, bicycle, and even one time I did ice skating. In the beginning of January we had very nice winter. It was quite cold and lots of snow, but after that it was quite warm and sometimes raining. But from the other hand, I was able to bicycle at work once a week as usual. If there is deep snow, it is very difficult to bicycle, and one time I just skip my visit to office. But otherwise, weather is quite nice. Today is quite cold, -3 degrees. And I continue my preparation to triathlon. In January I did a lot of cycling, running and swimming in swimming pool. I spent about an equal amount of time doing these sports. I bicycled a total of 132 kilometers, which is 1.5 times more than the previous months. That much cycling was mainly because I cycled 4 times to work to office. From my home to office is about 15 kilometers one way. Likely the weather allowed me to do this, although it was very cold sometimes. Once there was a very strong wind, 9 meters per second, and freezing, so when I arrived home on my bike, an icicle formed on my eyeglasses. Swimming was in the second place. I swam almost 12 kilometers in 10 times. 2 times I swam very long distances. Once 2 kilometers 100 meters and the second time 2 kilometers 500 meters. As always, I swam about once a week in the office, once a week in the swimming pool, and once a week with a trainer on Sundays. In January the swimming was certainly progressing well. I was able to swim more than 2 kilometers at a time without getting too tired. I swam at a slow, relaxed pace, about the same way I did last summer in the lake. Back then I could swim up to 3 kilometers at once like that. I didn't run in January so much, only 44 kilometers. This is 1.5 times less than in the previous months. From March I will have to increase the number and distance of my runs, because in the middle of May I plan to run a full marathon, 42 kilometers. It will be my first marathon after a 6 years break. I walked as always a bit. Long walks are always good for recovery between main workouts. But in January I did ice skating for the first time this winter. So far I've only been able to skate once and only 5 kilometers, but we still have most of the winter ahead, and hopefully I'll be able to skate more often next month. This time I skated in the circles in the nearest soccer field, but last year I managed to skate on the ice of the real lake a few times. As a result, I exercised 24 hours in January, which is about the same amount as in the previous months. In total I exercised 36 times this month. That's 5 times more than in December. That's it for today. I think that my trainings in January went well. If I will be able to train the same way until the end of the winter and then in spring, I will be in great shape by the triathlon in August 2025. Let's see how next month will go. See you next month. Bye bye.